under the thumb. You see, same with Marshal Tito. If you remember, Marshal Tito, the only way that he could control the Balkans and Yugoslavia was with an iron fist. But as soon as Marshal Tito died and freedom came to Yugoslavia, they picked up where they left off, because those people were divided already in their hearts. And we Americans are divided in our hearts, and we must find a way to heal our hearts in order to prevent any future invasions. You know, they say like for example, you got some dog dude on the sidewalk, and you go over, you don't like the flies around the dog dude, so you swat at these flies, but the flies keep coming back. In fact, the more of them come, the more you swat. The only way you're going to get rid of those flies is clean the dog dude up and disinfect the area, and the flies go away. What we have on our country are vectors, and I see three entrees of vector invasion into our country. One is Barack Obama and his crew under George Soros and whoever else.
I might add that as far as I'm concerned, Barack Hussein Obama is an illegal alien in sitting in our Oval Office.
And that is because of what I'm saying before. It's not Obama's fault. I'm not mad at Obama and George Soros and crew. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Conquer, enter, break in and conquer. It's we, the people, watchmen on the wall. We have not sounded the alarm and protected ourselves. The other point of entry and invasion is illegal aliens. Okay? And the other point of entry of invasion is the Muslims. But there's three characteristics about each one of those deadly invasions. They're all coming in the name of color, skin color, race, and the civil rights legacy. Every last one of them. Why is that? Why is that? That's because we black, we white Americans have not healed the wound in our country. If you go to my website, www.TedHayes3.wmv, and you scroll down, you'll see this big title called the Heal America Campaign. Heal America Campaign. Because we have an open sore in this country that's never been healed. We need to heal that. And I've put forth some suggestions as to how to heal that wound.
Well, give me some of those suggestions. I've got some ideas too that I want to bounce off of you. But you know, for 20 years I've been trying to not only, well, I started out to expose the whole New World Order agenda. You know, because I think our founding fathers in this country fought the New World Order of their day. The sun never sets on the English Empire, just as you were saying earlier.
Well, you know, I don't want to digress, but I want to come back to this healing thing. Let me say something about the New World Order. I don't fear the so-called New World Order. I'm concerned about interpretation of the New World Order. Again, if you go to my website, I talk about the New World Order. But I talk about the Novel Ordo Seclorum. The New World Order, at least how I'm understanding, I don't claim to be a scholar here, but at least how I understand it, is that the old order that the founding fathers was fighting against was monarchy. The monarchy, not just of England. England personified the old world order, where rulership came down from a single so-called divine right of kings to rule and suppress the people. And they said, no, this will be a government of the people, by the people, for the people, under God, as they made it very clear in the Declaration of Independence that our contract with each other was with God. Nature, the laws of nature, nature's God created all men equal, and they talked about the divine judge of all the earth, and he said through his providence we shall survive. So they were rebelling under God against the divine, so-called divine right of king. And this New World Order that you hear from these guys, now they've hijacked that statement. Because again, that's our fault. We who own the idea of the New World Order, that we shall live a new way other than what we have lived for the last 5,040 years, they hijacked that because we did not live up to it as we the people of the United States. Now, I remember when George Bush Sr. G.W. Bush came out, H.W. Bush, Herbert Walker Bush, and he said on the inauguration day, because I had studied the Illuminati and the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and I picked up a lot of stuff way back in the early 1970s, 71, and 72. People began to help me to that. And when I heard him say that, instead of me shrinking from it, I said, people, do not fear the New World Order. Get control of it. Reclaim it. Don't let them define your future. You must get up off your butt, stop watching television and football games, and carry on and get involved with your country. And lo and behold, now, 20-some odd years later, I was right. Because we didn't get up as we should have gotten up. So that's how I see the whole concept.
You know,
Take it back.
It's interesting that you said that, because I've said, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to the United Nations if it was based on our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our Declaration of Independence, and expanded to cover the world. To expand it.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. You know, I'm just agreeing with you. You know, the New World Order. If we control it, everybody said, "Clay, why do you hate the Jews?" I said, "I don't hate the Jews. I kind of admire them. You know, if we had it, if us white boys or us black people had it as together as they do, we'd own the Federal Reserve, we'd own the Bank of England, we'd own the International Monetary Fund, and we'd be free."
And again, I wouldn't say the Jews, because that's what got the Jews pogrom for 1,800 years by so-called Christians who believe in Jesus, the Jew. Jesus, of course, himself says in the book of Revelation, "I know those who say that they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan." So just like Christians, Buddhists, Hindus, there are some pretty, raunchy, crooked Jews out there. But
let's call them Khazars. I've also been considering calling them Morlocks, because they are no more the guy that lives next door to me that happens to be Jewish, or the guy that lives on the other side that happens to be a Muslim, or the black family that lives across the street. We are no different. We got the freedom of religion here, so we can worship any way we want, and we ought to be working together to oppose these banksters that are simply trying to take everything and control everything and make us all into slaves.
Right. I agree with you 100%. I was saying that when people say the Jews, that led to a lot of pogrom on Christian behalf over the 1800 years. It's something that has to be rectified. But but going back to the healing aspect, you heard at certain points in my speeches in Arizona, May 29th, June 5th, and July 31st, there was a section in my speeches, which a theme that I laid out there that I think shocked some people. Not that what I said was wrong so much, but that someone would actually say it. This what shocked them. They appreciate it. When I said that white people, and by and large in this country, so-called racist America, as some of those who call it, white people have come more towards reaching out to blacks in this country than we have reached out to whites in the country. Not us in general as blacks, because most of us obviously we wanted to be with white people. That was what the whole integration movement was about. We weren't being we weren't saying we want to integrate because we're anti-white. We wanted to integrate because we wanted to be around white people. We recognized who you were. We recognized the great accomplishments that you made, your education, your skills. We want to be a part of that. But that's what the whole integration movement was about. However, people like Jesse Jackson, people of that ilk, since Dr. King passed away or was assassinated, instead of healing the wound that this country was born with on July 4th, 1776, Jesse Jackson, either he's stupid or didn't know how to do this, or he just saw a way to make bucks. He, instead of healing us, played on the wound and created what we call the white guilt, which I actually call good sensibility. And he played that, and he has has created, he has stirred the wound. However, as I said though, you come closer to